Although the Israeli-Hamas war is happening in the Middle East, the effects are still being felt here in Nevada. Our reporter, Jake Klinger, is an Israeli-American who has family living near the heart of the conflict in Tel Aviv. With more, we go to him now. The war being heard around the world may be far from over.
A surreal moment that that I'll never forget.
The events from the October 7th terrorist attacks have shaken Israel and its citizens to their core.
It's either they or either us. There's no other choice.
Inside this house in Sparks, Nevada, the Klinger family lives, anxiously, hoping their family members living in Israel remain safe.
At this point in time, I have a full brother, a half brother, my father, and a stepbrother.
Among those in the home is Aiden Klinger, who recently visited the country just a few months ago.
Yeah, it was very normal. I was there with a few friends of mine, and we really got to live the tourist experience there, and no sense of threat or security breach whatsoever. It was just a very good time.
Aiden lived in the country until he was 9, so he knows firsthand what's happening in Israel.
I can remember vividly seeing a bus explode when I was younger, in maybe around 10 years old. That was actually the first time I went back to visit after living here in the United States.
In Israel, blaring sirens have rung throughout the country many times as of late. The sirens warn Israeli citizens about the firing of rockets and tell them to take shelter.
Here we had rockets few times while I was here. It happened during the day and during the night. The first days that I was here was pretty bad, so I had to go like 3 or 4 times a day, 5. And the last 2 days was pretty quiet.
Having lived in Israel his entire life, Gil says there's something different about this attack compared to those in the past.
We're dealing with 2 places. One of them is Gaza, what's in the south. And we're dealing with Hezbollah, what's in the north. Hezbollah haven't been started yet, but they could start any day.
Fortunately, no family members have been lost in the war, but Gil says the fighting is still close to home for him.
I have a very nice friend that she had a son that is 24 years old. He was her only son. He went to a party, this party that was like 3,000 or 4,000 people in the party, and he never get back. He was missing for a few days till they found his body.
Even with the tragic loss of life, Gil is still very optimistic about the outcome of the war.
I'm optimistic because I see that the country is very union now. What that wasn't in the last years. As I told you, the protesting and stuff didn't do us good. But now, I think everybody is union. And when Israel is very strong.
The war is entering its 3rd week on November 4th. According to the AP, over 1,400 Israelis and over 7,000 Palestinians have lost their lives. From Sparks, this is Jake Klinger.